You see a $200 gadget online. You buy it. You sit in a $5,000 ice bath. You take 12 different proprietary pills every single morning. You think you are biohacking. You are wrong. You're buying the idea of being healthy. It feels like biohacking is just for rich people. You see influencers spending thousands a month on optimization, and you think your lack of focus is just a lack of funding. It is not. You are being scammed by an industry that profits from your exhaustion. You are trying to run a high-performance machine on expensive placebos. Biohacking used to be about finding biological leverage. It was about hacking your neurochemistry to get unfair advantages in focus, discipline, and energy. Now, it is a billion-dollar commercial trap. They sell you basic human habits rebranded as expensive cheat codes. They want you to believe that optimal human performance is a luxury that you have to subscribe to. But human biology does not care about your credit card limit. Your brain does not know the difference between a luxury machine and a free physiological stressor. If you understand the mechanism, you do not need the aesthetic. In this episode, we are going to tear down the most expensive lies in the wellness industry. I will show you how to get the exact same neurochemical benefits for a fraction of the cost, or entirely for free. You will learn the exact protocols to achieve elite cognitive performance without wasting another dollar. We are going to expose the cold exposure illusion, the sleep tech trap, the nootropic deception, the microbiome hustle, and the fasting scam. By the end of this, you will have the blueprint to optimize your biology using the raw chemical building blocks. Let us dissect the science. Let us establish a baseline truth. The commercial wellness industry does not want you optimized. It wants you dependent. Every time a new biological mechanism is discovered, a corporation immediately packages it into a premium product. They wrap it in neon lights, they give it a futuristic name, and they slap a massive price tag on it. You are not paying for the result. You are paying for the performance of wellness. You are paying to feel like someone who takes care of themselves. This is the ultimate trap for high performers. You measure your commitment to your health by the amount of money you spend on it. But true biological optimization is not about what you buy. It is about what you do, right? It is about understanding the core mechanism beneath the marketing hype. Let us look at the data. A 2024 Stanford study found that the physiological benefits of heat and cold stress are determined by the temperature and the duration, not the equipment used. The clinical truth is that your body only responds to physical stimuli. It cannot read a brand logo. It cannot detect a price tag. When you realize this, you stop being a consumer. You become an operator of your own human machine. Let us start with the cold plunge obsession. People are spending thousands of dollars on refrigerated LED-lit tubs to boost their dopamine and lower systemic inflammation. Yes, cold exposure works. The science is undeniable. It spikes norepinephrine. It forces your cardiovascular system to adapt. It releases a prolonged wave of dopamine that lasts for hours without the crash of artificial stimulants like adrenaline. But here is the clinical truth. Your biology cannot tell the difference between a branded luxury tub and a cold shower in a dark bathroom. The biological mechanism is thermal shock. That is it. Thermal shock forces your blood vessels to constrict rapidly. It sends a massive distress signal to your brain. This triggers the massive release of survival chemicals. A basic cold shower triggers the exact same sympathetic nervous system response. You get the exact same mental resilience. You get the exact same dopamine baseline increase of 250%. If you were buying a machine to make being uncomfortable more comfortable, you have missed the entire point of the exercise. The true benefit of cold exposure is the psychological friction. It is the act of doing something you hate. When you pay $5,000 to make the water perfectly chilled with a built-in filtration system, you are removing the friction. You are softening the mental adaptation. You are making it too easy. Save your money. Turn the shower dial to cold. Stand there for 3 minutes. You will achieve the exact same neurological reset for exactly $0. Next, let us look at the sleep optimization hustle. They sell you $150 blue light blocking glasses to fix your circadian rhythm. They sell you $300 smart rings to tell you how poorly you slept. If you need a machine to tell you that you are tired, you have lost complete touch with your own biology. The real problem is not the absence of a yellow filter on your eyes. The problem is your severe lack of discipline. You are staring at a high-intensity screen at 11 o'clock at night. You are flooding your retinas with artificial daylight when your brain should be releasing melatonin. You cannot buy your way out of bad habits. A pair of glasses will not save you from a ruined circadian rhythm if you are doom scrolling in bed. Reducing your screen time by 100% in the final hour of the day costs absolutely nothing. It is infinitely more effective than any pair of glasses. And regarding those expensive sleep trackers, a basic sleep diary is free. It forces actual self-awareness. When you wake up, take a piece of paper. Write down how you feel, write down your energy levels, write down your focus capacity. When you write down how you feel upon waking up, you are engaging your prefrontal cortex. You are building an internal feedback loop instead of outsourcing your bodily awareness to an app that charges you a monthly fee to look at your own data. The ultimate sleep hack is free. It is called darkness, silence, and absolute discipline. Then there is the sauna culture. They tell you to buy a $4,000 infrared sauna for heat shock proteins and cardiovascular health. They show you complex charts about longevity and cellular detoxification. The mechanism they are selling is heat stress, elevating your core body temperature. That is the biological trigger. Taking a very hot bath delivers the exact same physiological stressor for the cost of running water. A 2023 clinical review on passive heat therapies confirmed that hot water immersion creates an identical cardiovascular load and heat shock protein expression as dry saunas. The industry ignores this because they cannot patent hot water. They sell you the wooden box. They sell you the infrared lights, but the adaptation happens inside your cells, entirely driven by the rise in core temperature, right? You can sit in a hot bath for 20 minutes and get the same vasodilation. You get the same drop in blood pressure. You get the same release of growth hormone. The elite do not need a luxury spa room in their house. They need the biological stressor. Outcome over process, results over aesthetics. Now we enter the realm of direct cognitive enhancement, brain supplements. The market is flooded with $60 focus pills promising limitless mental clarity. If you look closely at the label, they hide behind the words proprietary blend. In the clinical world, proprietary blend is industry code for underdosed garbage. They sprinkle in micro doses of expensive herbs just to put the name on the bottle. They use a tiny amount of lion's mane or ashwagandha, just enough for marketing, but biologically useless. You do not need exotic roots from the Himalayas to focus. You do not need a magic pill. You need the raw chemical building blocks. Basic, cheap compounds outperform almost every expensive commercial blend on the market. Creatine monohydrate is one of the cheapest and most heavily researched supplements on Earth. It directly fuels ATP production in your brain. It acts as a rapid backup battery for your neurons, eliminating brain fog completely. Then there is focus. Focus is a chemical called acetylcholine. When you run out, you get distracted. Alpha GPC is a cheap, fast-acting source of choline. It crosses the blood-brain barrier rapidly and forces your brain to synthesize more acetylcholine. It is a direct injection of attention. Add L-theanine to the mix. It is an amino acid found in green tea. When combined with basic caffeine, it creates laser-like focus without the anxiety crash. Caffeine gives you the drive. L-theanine removes the chaos. It forces your brain into alpha wave frequency. It is pure surgical focus. These compounds are backed by decades of data. They cost next to nothing. The elite do not buy flashy bottles with cool logos. They buy the raw ingredients and control the dosage themselves. Let us dissect the microbiome scam. They tell you to buy $300 microbiome tests and custom probiotics to fix your gut-brain axis. They claim they can map your unique gut flora and send you a customized pill. The science on commercial microbiome testing is highly unstable. Your gut bacteria shift every single day based on what you ate yesterday, how much you slept, and your stress levels. A snapshot test is biologically irrelevant a week later. Instead of buying expensive probiotic pills that mostly die in your harsh stomach acid before they even reach your intestines, use ancestral biological leverage. Fermented foods. Stop buying the hype when the actual solution grows in the ground. A homemade sauerkraut costs almost nothing to make. It requires cabbage, salt, and water. That is it. Yet it is packed with trillions of living bacteria that actually survive digestion. These bacteria colonize your gut and communicate directly with your brain via the vagus nerve. They actively produce serotonin and GABA. They stabilize your mood. They destroy systemic inflammation. You can build a bulletproof gut-brain axis for the price of a cabbage. But the industry will never tell you this because there is no profit margin in fermented vegetables. Then there is the fasting industry. Fasting is literally the absence of food. It is the cheapest biohack in human history. It costs less than nothing. It saves you money. Yet the industry has found a way to monetize it. They sell you fasting, mimicking diets. They sell you expensive electrolyte powders marketed as essential for a 16-hour fast. You do not need a premium powder to skip breakfast. The true power of fasting is a mechanism called autophagy. It is your body's cellular recycling program. When you deprive your body of nutrients, it begins to hunt down dead and damaged cells. It destroys them and uses the parts for energy. This clears out biological junk that leads to brain fog and rapid aging. You cannot buy autophagy in a box. True cellular cleanup only occurs when the insulin response is kept completely flat. The moment you consume these expensive fasting-friendly bars or flavored powders, you risk triggering an insulin spike that immediately shuts down autophagy. You are paying money to sabotage your own biological repair system. If you want the benefits of fasting, just drink water. Add a pinch of sea salt if you need trace minerals. Let your biology do the work it was designed to do over millions of years of evolution. Stop trying to consume your way out of a process that requires the exact opposite of consumption. The commercial biohacking industry wants you to feel inadequate. They want you to believe that optimal performance is a private club. They want you to think that if you just had more money, you would finally be disciplined. But true biological optimization is not about what you add to your life. It is about what you remove. It is about understanding the mechanism beneath the marketing. You can save 100% of the cost, not buy the flashy gadget, and still get the exact same results. While others chase the next trending hack, you focus on what actually moves the needle. While others perform wellness, you practice it. That is not cynicism. That is clarity. Clarity is the quiet superpower that separates the performative from the effective. If you choose to see through the noise, you are already part of the minority that measures what actually matters. Stop outsourcing your biology to corporations. Take control of your own machine. Pause and write this down now. Build your protocol based on mechanisms, not marketing. If you want to master your human performance and see through the illusions of the wellness industry, subscribe to the channel. We translate the science so you can dominate your reality. See you in the next protocol.